What up, y'all? It's Forward Fabian, man. Back with a video for the channel doing an NBC News reaction to DEA. Chinese organized crime laundering money for Mexican drug cartels. So Jacob Sobroff continues his investigation in the intersection of human trafficking in the marijuana black market in the U.S. It's wild to me, bro. Hold on, eat 'em, boys. He talks to federal officials who say Chinese criminal organizations are operating in the U.S. working with Mexican cartels. And what the DEA says is a sophisticated money laundering operation. Wow, who would imagine, man, you got Chinese mafia with Mexican cartel? I mean, Chinese organized crime is what, like, I think the Yakuza is Japanese. Yeah, they Japanese. Organized crime syndicate, the Yakuza. So what's the Chinese organized crime syndicate? The triad. Yeah, the triads, bruh. Hey, I mean, no, the triads. Them boys some gangbangers, bruh. Look at the triads, though. Let me show y'all what I'm looking at right now. Them boys some savages. These is the triads, man. So these folks, Chinese transitional organized crime syndicate based in Greater China with outposts in various countries having significant overseas Chinese diaspora population. The Hong Kong triad, distinct from mainland Chinese or criminal organizations. I think this is the biggest, man. But look at these dudes, man. They thugging. It's the triads. Gang. Anyways, man, let's get into this video. I don't know. This one just caught my eye because it's interesting. You don't really see these type of dynamics when it comes to, you know, different ethnic and cultural backgrounds. They don't tend to mesh. You know what I'm saying? If you got the Chinese working for the Mexican cartel, that's wild to me, bro. Because, I mean, if you look at, like, California, LA gang politics, it's like, bro, and even in the prison system, black is black, Chinese is Chinese, Mexican, white is white. We don't cross-associate. But I think for them, this is probably the greater good because they just getting money. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they even care.
We're back now with our investigation into human trafficking in the illicit marijuana industry. Before tonight, it was hard to tell who is responsible. Now, Jacob Soboroff reports that a sophisticated international money laundering partnership may be to blame, with deadly consequences. It's the latest report in our series, Captives of Cannabis.
It's early in the morning in Riverside County, California. These sheriff's deputies are about to execute a dozen search warrants on residential homes. They say they're going to find illegal marijuana grows there and victims of human trafficking working on those grows. But first, they're going to go after the leader of the operation. Is this person
a nice neighborhood.
a mid-level operator, kingpin, mastermind?
I would say this is a mid-level operator. We believe that the people that are ultimately in control are likely in China.
Search warrant, open the door!
Wow.
All right. Nice and easy.
I got him. He's okay.
They just got the news team able to get a first glimpse, up close look. Looks like they letting out a lot of the captives at this point in time, man. This sex trafficking thing is getting out of hand, bro. Like, it's just like these cases are becoming more and more common now to where you hear about people getting kidnapped and, you know, thrown in some type of sex ring.
All right. Nice and easy.
I got him. He's okay.
What did you guys find in there?
We found several documents that ultimately link these suspects living in this home to several of the other locations that we've been investigating.
The couple's arrested, and deputies focus on the organized crime ring they say this grow appears to be a part of.
We don't know how large this organization is, but we do believe that it is global to some extent.
If it is so big, how come you guys are out here alone? Where's the federal government? Where's the DEA?
That's a great question.
He ain't
To
got
push
an
for
answer to
answers,
it,
we
bro.
met Bill Bodner, DEA's special agent in charge of Los Angeles, for an exclusive interview.
In our reporting, we've seen Chinese nationals involved in the illicit cannabis trade. The law enforcement that we've been talking to says that they believe that the bosses of those operations are back in China. How is that connected to what you're seeing?
You know what's wild? I watched a video on unspoken crime murders the other day, or like a month ago, and it was about a Chinese kid who had came. He was like a foreign exchange student, right? He had came over and he was transporting pounds of marijuana, bro. And he was getting it from Cali to Florida. So he went to school in Florida. He came from China, was going to school in Florida. He was getting like pounds shipped from Cali or something, just move. And there was some type of officer, right? The officer had pulled him over. You know how police try to act dumb and act like, well, you know, your taillight was out, so just want to do a routine traffic stop. And it's like, bro, no, you got a whole nother mission. So basically that's what it was. The cop pulled him over. Supposedly he was speeding though, but the cop pulled him over saying he was going like 10 or 15 over, basically saying, you know what, why you acting so nervous? Out the blue, he's just questioning them. The kid's acting nervous. This kid ain't answering questions properly. Come to find out, this cop exposed him. Oh, he pretty much exposes himself to the kid, talking about, I've been looking for you, man. I've been hunting you for months now. We've been on to you. So come to find out, the cop was onto this kid. I guess he's part of a drug unit to where they obviously do investigations on dealers within the area. But basically, he had told this kid, bro, I know you. I know you very well. I've been following you for 3 months now. Just waiting to pin you, waiting to get you. And we got you now. Bro had millions, I'm talking about millions of dollars worth of marijuana in his car. So he thought he was finessing, but he really didn't. He really wasn't.
The Chinese criminal organizations have such a desire for U.S. dollars in cash that they're getting into a variety of criminal enterprises to create that cash. And I'm not surprised to hear that them running cannabis grows, it's generating cash that they're then using to accomplish capital flight out of China.
In other words, the DEA says this form of organized crime is one that extends far beyond black market cannabis and is rooted in a desire for Chinese nationals in the U.S. to get their money out of China due to recent restrictions on how much they can take out of the country. A U.S. Treasury official tells NBC News that Chinese criminal organizations are operating in the U.S. and now working with Mexican cartels by helping them launder money made from meth, fentanyl, and other drugs. They do so by loaning out the cartel's dollars to unsuspecting Chinese people living in America. These criminal organizations are then repaid in Chinese currency back in China, and the money launderers buy Chinese products and have them shipped to Mexico, where they're sold and give that money in pesos back to the cartels. In the end, no money actually crosses international borders, and the Treasury Department says the dirty dollars are, quote, disappearing into thin air. The DEA says instead of products like the clothes and appliances that were once widely available here in LA's wholesale district, the products money launderers are sending from China to Mexico are deadly.
Guess which product is very available in China that's not available here at all? Precursor chemicals. It was the synthetic drug explosion in 2015 and 2016. When this capital flight model started, precursor chemicals were used as a way to transfer wealth.
In Mexico, the precursors are made into meth and fentanyl, synthetic drugs that have caused U.S. overdose deaths to more than double since 2015.
Hey, Sinaloa cartel, let me introduce you to Chinese organized crime. That's what happened. And by working together, they've been able to get millions, if not billions of dollars out of China into the United States, and they've been able to use a synthetic drug trade to do it.
For you in the DEA, how do you go after stopping this from happening?
Our focus is 100% Sinaloa cartel, Jalisco New Generation cartel, and it's because of this synthetic drug trade. It's like nothing we've seen before.
Until then, Mexican cartels and Chinese organized crime continue to use the United States as their middleman, with no end in sight. Jacob Soboroff, NBC News.
Crazy, bruh. Wild.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow.
So I guess, man, let me know y'all's thoughts on this, man. This is never thought I'd see today. I mean, I think this isn't nothing new. I'm sure this happens a lot, where organized crime syndicates from different cultural, ethnic backgrounds are willing and to work together, even if they come from different backgrounds, just to get some money. what I'm saying? I mean, that's I don't know. I don't know why this is. I'm sure this is just not news, but I don't know. This was interesting for me to tune into, man. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Forward Faith, and it's the road to 1 billion subs, man. Peace, love, prosperity, everybody rocking with the channel. Yeah, if you have additional recommendations, comment down below. Check out everything I got going on in the description, man. Donations are open. Support a young entrepreneur. Donate to my PayPal link in the description, man. Peace, love. We'll catch you guys in the next video. We out.